Today, we'll read the book named Volcanoes. I'm Yemin, and today, let's read this book. This is the contents of the books, everyone. You can see what parts we have here. Many parts here. Start at page 3 to page 32. First part named Exploring Earth. We will read the book The Earth, and we will learn a part of volcanoes in this. But today, we will learn all of this book is of volcanoes. Let's learn. There are thousands of volcanoes around the world. Some spray red-hot melted rock called lava. Others blast out clouds of ash. This is Mount Etna on Sicily shooting out lava. And a volcano forms. The Earth has an outer shell called a crust. Underneath a thick layer of hot rock called the mantle. Everyone, this is the crust and this is the mantle. And inside all things is a core. And we will learn that in the book The Earth, and you can go to my channel and see this video The Earth. This middle of the Earth is called a core. It's made of extremely hot metal. There are cracks in the crust. Hot rock melts and pushes up into the cracks. The melted rock builds up and bursts out as lava. This is called eruptions. The lava hardens into rock. Layers of lava build up after many eruptions. And volcanoes are named after Vulcan, a Roman god of fire. Next part, we'll learn about fiery fountains. Some lava is running, so gas inside the bubbles out easily. The creates gentle eruptions. This is the Piton de la Fournaise. On the islands of neon, running lava sprays out of it like a fountain. And running lava is like thin honey or hot wax. It gushes down the sides of volcanoes. The lava spreads a long way before it cools and hardens. A volcano with gently sloping sides slowly builds up. The tallest lava fountains ever was 5 times higher than the Eiffel Towers in Paris. Oh, you see, this volcano erupt very long and big. The next part, you'll learn about big blasts. Some volcanoes have thick lava and full of gas bubbles. The gas make lava burst out in a violent eruptions. Clouds of ash and big lumps of lava blast into the air. Some lumps of lava are jagged rocks called a block. Other lumps cool into long, twisted shape called bombs. Some blocks of lava are as big as trucks. Oh, you see there? It's a funny picture. Block of lavas are on the truck of this man, and the truck was destroyed by this block of lava. Next part, we'll learn about red-hot rivers. Lava flows from an erupting volcano is much hotter than boiling water. This glowing lava river sets fire to all the trees, plants, and buildings it reaches. Thick lava moves slowly, which gives people and animals time to escape. Thick lava breaks into rough chunks as it cools down. Running lava set into smooth, whirly shapes instead. Next part, we'll learn about deadly clouds. Violent eruptions throw out thick clouds of gas, rocks and gas, ash, rock and scar. These are clouds sweep down the volcano's slopes. This terrifying ash cloud came from Mount Turnball in the Philippines in 1991. It covered the land all around with a thick blanket of ash. Sometimes snow and ice on top of high volcanoes melt and mix with the hot ash. The muddy mixture gushes down the volcano like a river of hot, wet concrete. And clouds of gas, of ash, rocks, and gas move faster than a racing car. Next part we'll learn about undersea eruptions. An underwater volcano grows taller as it keeps erupting. When it reaches the water's surface, clouds of steam rise. Soon the top of the volcano sticks up of the sea. The lava keeps building up and forms an island. This photograph taken from a space shows the island of Hawaii. Hawaii was formed by underwater volcanoes. The dark area of the middle of the island is Mauna Loa, the world's biggest volcanoes. Underwater lava can harden into rocks called the pillow lava. You see there, the fish are sleeping on the pillow lava. Next part you'll learn about hot water. The melted block underneath a volcano heats up the ground around it. The hot ground also heats up any rain that soaks into it. Heated water bubbles out and forms a hot spring. In Iceland, hot spring water is used in swimming pools. These snow monkeys are keeping warm in the steaming hot spring. The spring is high in the mountains of Japan and heated by the Shikagogen volcanoes. Next part we'll learn about black smokers. Hot springs called black smokers that form around underwater volcanoes. Black smokers are jets of dark, cloudy water. Tiny grains in the water build up to form tall chimneys. Tubworms and streams feed on the cloudy water around the black smokers. Crabs and lungfish called alpout also live here, eating smaller animals. And sometimes a deep sea octopus visit black smokers to search for food. Some springs blow out pale clouds of water. They are called the white smokers. Next part we'll learn about great geysers. Sometimes water heat by a volcano shoots out of the ground with a cloud of steam. This is called a geysers. Here you can see old faithful geysers in Yellowstone National Park, USA. Boiling water blasts out of the ground every hour, and rainwater gets trapped in lots of tiny cracks in the ground. Hot volcanic rock heats the water until it freezes and boils. The boiling water bursts out into the air with a swoosh. It soaks back into the crash and starts heat up again. And some people use mud from around gases to keep the skin soft. Next part, you'll learn about dead or alive. Oh, this is so scary. Volcanoes that are erupting or could erupt in the future or are alive. Ones that will never erupt again are dead or extinct. This is Mount Popa, the extinct volcanoes in Burma. A temple stands on the top. This is Temple one. And this is a stair to go on this mountain where the temple is on. A volcano can become extinct if hard lava plugs in main tubes or vent. Over many years, the volcano's sides were always leaving the lava plug. Some volcanoes don't erupt for thousands of years, but they are not dead, only sleeping. Next part, we'll learn about violent Vesuvius. One of the worst eruptions ever was that of Mount Vesuvius in Italy 2,000 years ago. Ash and rocks of the volcano rained down on the nearby town called Pompeii. Some people hurried away from the town, but others hid in homes instead. Later that day, Pompeii was buried in a river of mud and ash that set hard like cement. Years later, experts found holes in the rock left by bodies that rotted away. They filled a hole with plaster, then cut away the rock to see the body's shapes. This is a plaster model of a man who was choked to death by ash. You see, it's very scary. And experts also found an oven with accidental loaves of bread inside. Next part, you learn about American eruptions. In 1980, the high snow-covered peak of Mount St. Helens in the USA was blasted away in the enormous eruptions. This is what Mount St. Helens looked like in the year before it erupted. This one side of the volcano began to swell up, and the ground shook. Suddenly, a volcano's side exploded in a cloud of ash and rocks. Many small animals escaped the eruption by hiding underground. This is how Mount St. Helens looked after the eruption. Part of the volcano was gone, and the land around was destroyed. The volcano began rumbling again in 2004. Another eruption may be on the way. Next part, we'll learn about volcano experts. Volcanologists are people who study volcanoes and predict when they will erupt. This volcanologist is using a machine that senses changes in ground level. A bulge on a volcano slope could mean melted rocks and pushing up inside. A volcano may give a flash of gas before it erupts, so experts take gas samples. The rock may also shake before an eruption. A machine records this shaking. The photograph taken by satellites in space how any changes in the volcano's shape. And some people think that animals can sense when the volcano is about to erupt. Oh, this is the glossary of the volcano words. Here are some words of this book you might not know. This page tells you what they mean. Lava, it is a melted rock that has erupted from a volcano. Spring, it is the water that flows out of the ground. Next is a toothworm. It's a long red-tipped worm that attaches itself to the seafloor. Next is a geyser, a spring that shoots a jet of steaming hot water out of the ground. Next is extinct dead. It's a dead. An extinct volcano is one of that will never erupt again. Next is a people. It's a volcanologist. It's a scientist who studies volcanoes. Next is a satellite. It's a machine in space that takes pictures of the Earth's face. Now we're done reading this book, and bye bye everyone. Thanks for watching my video.